What's going on, everybody? Russ Makowski here, founder of The Gift of Chess. As we head into the end of the year, just want to give you a brief update on all the exciting things that are happening across the world and the tremendous impact that the game of chess is happening. So come on, take a look. You know, we're out here in New York, and we're going to take a walk towards Times Square. This is where it all started for us. In the height of the pandemic, we got 10,000 chess sets out to 10,000 kids, and we believe that chess could be a tool to help them reconnect physically in their community using the game of chess, putting a chess set in their apartment, in their community, that they could take what they've been learning virtually, learning the game of chess, and they can share it, and it could be a true gift. So we got 10,000 chess sets out in this city, New York. Come on. You know, we got the 10,000 chess sets out, and I always knew that chess was an incredible tool to create opportunities. You know, in New York, doing chess education for the past 15 years, I've seen countless lives transformed by the game of chess because a couple reasons. One, it gave them a microcosm to plug into where it's like a world within a world, regardless of what's happening in their larger world, the chaos of New York, their family life, their educational life, their hopes, their dreams. In the chess world, it was this community and this kind of ecosystem. And the reality is that the more they plugged into chess, the better they got. The more people they met, the more skills they learned through the game of chess. I'm talking about skills like learning how to think critically, learning how to be patient, not reacting on that first move, but taking 5-10 seconds before you make a move. Those life skills are so important, and when you begin to apply them to your life, everything changes. And that small microcosm of chess begins to bleed out into everything you're doing, and you begin to see tremendous success. It also surrounds you with a community of people that look at you equally. There's no age, gender, race, social economics when you play the game of chess. It's like you set the board up, you set the pieces up, you shake hands, and let's rock and roll, and let the best player win. And then at the end of the game, you shake hands, you say good game, and you set the board up, and you play again. And if you want to win, which should be the goal, to become the best version of yourself in the game of chess, there's unlimited access to free information about how to get better at the game of chess. You talk about YouTube, you talk about free programs like Lichess or chess.com, or there's more books written about the game of chess. There's more books written about the game of chess than any other subject in the history of the world. So don't tell me that you can't get better. You don't have the appetite. You don't have the hustle, the grit, the determination. You don't got that fire in your stomach to get better. Imagine you inspire someone. You say, listen, I don't care what's happening in the whole rest of your world, but on this board, you can be great. You look them in the eye, you say, you can be great. And now go get it done. And day after day, week after week, month after month, they put themselves in situations where they're trying to win. They're trying to get better. And then they go out there and they compete. And they start here. And they start climbing. And they start climbing. And they start climbing. And they start to notice something. Is that the more you put into something, the harder you work in something, the more you dedicate to yourself, that we have the God-given talents inside of us to be great. And there's very few activities that we have in our world that encourage competition, but also encourage pure sportsmanship and equality. This is not getting access to the best universities in the world. This is not getting access to private tutors. This is getting access to the game that's been around for thousands of years, and everybody has equal opportunity to get better at, because the game of chess is open for everybody. You know, game of chess played everywhere in the world. Same board, same pieces, same rules, right? Nowadays, the world's flat. Everybody has access to the internet. I don't care if you don't have proper roads, you don't have proper infrastructure, you don't have this, that, and the third. Everybody has access to a cell phone and the internet, a high majority of people. So take out your phone, download a chess app, and start training and start surrounding yourself. And you know the way you'll differentiate yourself is with excellence. The more you win, the more skill sets you develop, the more opportunities are going to present themselves to you. So you got the physical game, which you're improving at, and you're differentiating yourself, you're getting recognized, opportunities are presenting themselves, but all along the way, what's happening? You're building those soft skills, that grit, that determination, that hustle, that fire, to always want to get better, to learn how to win and be able to ignite that competitive spirit. At the same time, you're learning about everybody's equal. You don't judge anybody outside of the fact about how well they move those pieces. And the game of chess is open to everybody, you know? So you look at those things and you say, wow, this is an incredible tool. Call it a game, call it a tool that we can leverage, that we can use. And then we're over here in New York, you know, where we are right now, you'll see Times Square in New York. A lot of people say, if you stand in Times Square long enough, you run into everybody that you ever knew. Because this is the crossroads of the world. We started here, and the game of chess has had a huge impact in this city. And then now, what happened? People saw what we were doing in New York, and they said, listen, can you bring that to our community? Can you bring that to our country? And we started distributing the gift of chess. Started here in New York with 10,000 sets. And like I said, shortly after, we went to Nigeria, partnered with Tunde Onakoya, Chess in the Slums Africa, Tyrone Davis, went from MIT on spring break with 500 chess sets, and we started giving that same opportunity to people across Nigeria, where they were already playing chess and they already understood the value, but we gave them a tool where they can have greater access to it. And what happened from there? People thought we need more access, more opportunity, because, you know, the world is void of opportunity. Opportunity is to be treasured. But if you can have an entry point, to opportunity where your own skills, your own hustle, your own hard work can be rewarded in real time, and no one's going to stop you from having that success except for your own self. Wow. And that's chess. Went to Nigeria, then went to Kenya, then went to Uganda, then we were in Ghana. Do you know now, South Sudan, okay, Somalia, Kenya, Malawi, Namibia, right? You're talking about these countries all over Africa. Now we're going to Senegal this week. We're going to be in Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire, the Gambia, okay? We're in all these countries. And what's happened? The same exact thing. What happened here in New York, giving kids an opportunity to plug into something so simple, but they were accountable to their own actions. An opportunity was available at no cost. The only cost was what was in here and what was in here, and giving people an opportunity that there was no divide, no cultural divide, no economic divide, right? No racial divide, no relied along religions, just pure opportunity. The more you poured into it, the more you poured out. And that's true of the people that live on Park Avenue in this city. The people that live on the top of these buildings, it's no more true for them than the people that live under the bridges in Lagos, Nigeria. There is no difference. We are all born equal under the game of chess. So we've got 50,000 chess sets out this year. As we close the year, we're going to finish the distribution. We're in 20-something countries now. By the next 3 to 6 months, hopefully we'll have reached every country in Africa. That's the plan. And then we're looking forward to reach all of Central, South, and Latin America. There's 41 countries. Get chess to those communities. We're giving gifts of 5 sets across 1,000 to each country. Prisons, schools, orphanages, community centers. Getting them out at scale. You know, chess sets don't break and they don't perish and they don't die. They live on forever. And they get into those communities, we create a culture of people that are engaging and playing. Opportunities will be created. The skills that learning and playing chess will also be translated. And we're going to create a generation of critical thinkers across the world. A low-cost catalyst for opportunity. An intellectual revolution, and changing the mindset where people look at themselves equally. There's no inferiority complex. There is no excuse complex. Well, he lives here and I live there and I can't be good. No, take out your board and start practicing. Open up your app and start solving. And don't make an excuse. You can make an excuse in every single facet of your life, but don't give an excuse over the board. The moment we stop making excuses for ourselves, the moment we start changing and we see our own strength, and if we can do that here, and here, and here, and here, you're going to see a revolutionary so strong it's going to change the world, and it's already happening. Chess, it is the vehicle. Played in every country, low cost, curriculum's built in, accountable, and it's equal opportunity for everybody that plugs in. So that's the goal. Next year, we're going to reach all of the Latin Americans. Our goal is to give out 1 million chess sets globally by 2030. Now, this is just scratching the surface. We're going to create a groundswell of chess literacy. You know, chess literacy. Making people literate in the game of chess. And what's that going to create? Critical thinkers, gateway to other opportunities, become more academically inclined, taking those skills and being successful. You know, education is being right now, as we speak, redefined beyond the 4 walls of a classroom. all of these things that we learn in the classroom are quickly becoming irrelevant. You have AI, you have technology, you have contraction, expansion, you have global economic issues. But critical thinking, grit, toughness, your ability to be accountable to yourself over those boards. And then you're going to take that and the sky is going to be the limit. Plug in. Don't be distracted by the board and the pieces. It's not just a game. It's a simple tool to create incredible opportunities for anybody that's willing to plug in. Anybody that's willing to plug in. Listen, we're in New York. You know, the United States of America, people came here to the land of opportunity. Well, chess is a game of opportunity. And I'm telling you, anybody that's played it is going to be able to have transform if you invest in it. If you simply look at it and play it and brush your side and put it in a closet, nothing's going to happen. But invest in it. You know, people spend a lot of time on a lot of stuff like social media. You're scrolling. You got the consumerist culture where you want to have the best sneakers, the best handbags. You want to be you want to be dripped out, as it were. Forget all that. Drip out with this. Invest in this. Listen, and do it behind closed doors. Not everybody in the world needs to know what your hustle is and what you're trying to do with your brain, but you know. And then when you come out of that process, you're going to be an animal. You're going to be much more prepared to be successful, not just for yourself, but provide opportunities to everybody that's around you. Enough of the nonsense. You know, let's not focus on all the negativity. Let's not focus on everything that divides us. What unites us? Okay, let's start with the game of chess, right? Same board, same pieces, same idea, one community. That what is rewarded is the people that play the best in that game. But it's not just in that game. It's the person that shake hands after losses, goes back, invests rigorously in the process of becoming better, and then comes back and gets that W and W. You're not going to become an international grandmaster. You don't even need to be world champion. Just go through that process of becoming a little bit better and differentiating yourself in that moment, and trust me, a million other opportunities are going to open up for yourself as well. So guys, 2023 was a good year. We got a lot done, and I've never been more optimistic about the future, at least in our microcosm of chess. Let's use this as an example for the world of what's possible. Let's work together, let's collaborate, let's innovate, let's support each other. Okay, let's highlight the successes, let's ride for each other, let's encourage each other, and thank you for being a part of the Gift of Chess. All right, bye.